Hello everyone and welcome to a video. We're gonna just jump straight into a Formula 1 video. And unfortunately I forgot to turn on my microphone, so now I'm just going to be doing a voiceover on this video. First off, we're going to just burn rubber there off the start, which could kill us in the long run. Hopefully it doesn't, but you really never know in these races, man. These races can be deadly. Now, obviously, the formation lap, one of the most important parts of a Formula 1 race. Make sure those tires get right up to temperature because they'll be in a perfect operating window. If anything, you kind of want to have them a little bit over temperature because the wait on the grid is very long depending on the race. Starting in front of me is Lance Stroll, and behind me is Liam Lawson, my teammate. Obviously, the livery I'm running is my Wasman Sauber Racing, my team livery, and quite unfortunately, I'm playing on an Xbox, so I really can't customize it. As you can tell, we are taking some very aggressive tire warming strategies into play, because I want those tires right into the operating window, even though it might kill them a bit quicker. The large amount of weaving compared to Stroll could hurt me, though. I might end up losing a bit of front grip, which could be quite unfortunate. We still have about half the lap to go. As now I'm fully checking the tire temps. They were pretty good, I would say. Rounding the last few corners. Now, to hopefully start the Grand Prix. Emphasize on that word, hopefully, man. Because you'll see why here in a second. As now, we're going to look back. Liam Lawson nearly spins, and then Sebastian Vettel actually does spin, just how Zhou Guanyu did in my YouTube short, actually. And we're going to go into replay. I want to watch that. It's quite identical to the spin that happened to Zhou. It's just they're trying to warm up their tires, and he spins. So now he hits the wall too, pretty unfortunate for him. And now we're going to wait here on the grid, and the tires are going to end up getting really cold with how long of a wait we're going to have. As you can see, we had a perfect grid parking. I don't remember what the number was exactly. I'm pretty sure it was around 0.2, 0.3. So a pretty good start for today's race. And as you can see, 3, 4, 5 disqualified, 6 disqualified, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 disqualifications before the race even started. And we're still waiting. And now there's the 14th of Sebastian Vettel. And here we go for the 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go for what would be the real-life final race of the season. We had a shocking start compared to our teammate. We actually had a pretty good start. We're going to dive up the inside. Very aggressive. I have a very aggressive racing style. That usually causes me to break a front wing in these races. Luckily, I made it through quite clean. Up the inside and nearly hit him. The contact there between me and Ricardo. Obviously now I'm just going to try and defend from the guys that are behind me, driving like lunatics, it seems. Very aggressive racing against me and the AI. And my teammate actually kind of keeping up with my movement forward. Here we go. We're going to confirm the overtake on Schumacher, get right on the rear wing of Ricardo. Are we going to get the move? No, we actually lose a bit of time in entering the straight. Here we go on Ricardo, though, as Ricardo and Alonso are fighting. Up the inside of me goes Schumacher. I'm going to look around the outside of Ricardo. I thought I broke late enough. If anything, I probably did. I was able to go aggressive, but I do end up running a bit wide, so I had to brake. And a major dive on Ricardo. It was actually a pretty nice overtake compared to what you'll see later in the race against me and Alonso. I think I'm a bit too aggressive, in my opinion. That's okay. There we go. We run wide. That probably would have been our first warning, but the FIA let us off pretty nicely there. Here we go. On Alonso. We run wide, trying to catch Alonso. And I am kind of losing time to the guys ahead of me. Not really, though, here on lap 2. Anything can happen. Up the inside. On Alonso we went. And up the inside we go. A bit of contact with Gasly, but nothing that the guys can't really work out. Here we go. Now, up the inside of Gasly. What will we do? What will we be able to do here? Up the inside, a bit of a cut, but that's okay. The FIA are fine with that. It's aggressive racing. That's what the fans paid for. Here we go. We run a bit wide. Up the inside goes Alonso, and there's contact. That's the first little bit of floor damage that we're going to have in this race, unfortunately. The tire wear also is starting to go a bit south. Here we go. I've ran wide. There goes Alonso. He's looking nothing. He really can't put anything on there. I should have probably let off a bit more, but I didn't. Here we go. He was up the inside. I'm pretty sure that was his front wing. At least that's what I thought at the time. But actually, no. It was the little, like, I don't know, like the little, like, bollard. I don't know what it would be called on the inside. Absolutely great racing, though. Shocking the fans. I'm one of the most aggressive drivers. Here we go now onto one of the back straightaways. Alonso looking for the move. Here might come Gasly. No, he's way too far back, actually. I've lost a lot of time to Alonso, but I still at least wanted that move to the inside, but I'm sticking right on his rear wing, right on the diffuser, gearbox, whatever of that Alpine. Down the second back straightaway now. Here we go. I want this move, and I dive aggressively. I've actually ran a bit off the line. I'm still catching. I've gone wide. That's one of the worst hints of understeer you'll see early in this race. But obviously there's more. Another aggressive dive. I've hit one of those things out of the way again, actually. First it was Alonso, and then it was me. Here we go into, I don't even remember what turn this is. I'm pretty sure turn 3. Alonso up the inside. We're going to try and defend. He actually clears us. And now we look at the tire wear. It's not that healthy. This is going to be bad for us. Here we go. We're trying to catch Alonso with the ERS we don't have. Late on the brake, not enough. We slide back in line, and we try to go for it down into a second straightaway right here. What will we be able to do? Will we be able to get the overtake? Well, from that cut, I would say no. We are not able to get the overtake. But actually, understeer, Gasly gets through on us down into, again, I'm pretty sure it's turn 3. We keep the car on the inside, understeering my way through on the 6th lap. I was struggling with understeer. I did not nail the setup in practice. Here comes Gasly on us. Bottas to the outside, Gasly to the inside. 3 wide will never end well, especially in tight turns like this. I run a bit wide, leave Gasly a bit of room. He sticks with me, but we ultimately still clear the both of them. It's aggressive. Gasly might want to look back. He might be trying to go up the inside. What do we have? Nothing. No move from Gasly. As we box. Here we go. Our one and only pit stop as we nearly hit the wall. That's how bad I was understeering. I was struggling all lap, running wide in corners that you would never expect. Even full speed corners, even corners that you have to brake on. Braking excessively. But now we nail the turn in. They nail the stop. No mistakes. Great pit stop from us. What was it? 2.2 there. That was electric from the guys. That was absolutely stunning. Red Bull had a 1.8. That's the quickest pit stop time ever. Here we go now, racing Vettel, I should say, in what would be his last race of the season. Here we go, Vettel up the inside. Does he stick the move? We stay to the outside now with fresh tires. As actually, we've cleared him. He's looked for the move and we've overtaken him technically. That was a great re-overtake from us. According to this, our Wasman racing car is pretty quick. Yellow flags ahead. What has happened? There's a Mercedes retiring. We're going to go straight into replay. We didn't get it perfectly, but there's an Alpine on the inside, and then everyone's stacked up. The Mercedes hit the Ferrari there. Ultimately, everything went down. There we go. Russell out of the session, but we're going to keep storming this car through. Ultimately, we want to try and be best of the rest. We want to attack the guys that are ahead. Liam Lawson is into the pits, as now we're running them down. We're going to try and get up the inside of Alonso. Does it work? No, we've had to back off a bit. Again, Alonso, the guy that we've kind of been racing dirty this race, making dumb moves. Here we go. Another stupid overtake that he let slide. He's ultimately just trying to conserve the car. He should have probably cut me off. We both probably would have been out of the race. Or at least I would have had front wing damage. He probably would have had a puncture. Here we go. On Sonoda. On the short man himself. Not trying to be rude to the man. But now, around the outside into turn 1, we've overtaken him. Now, we're going to try and run down Magnussen and Norris. Here we go. I don't think this is turn 3, but I'll just keep calling it. Up the outside of Mag. No. Okay, Mag. We cannot go to the outside of him. Here we go. Down the straight. Running him down ultimately. We're a little bit quicker in the straight line. We're going to make a major dive. No, actually. We stick right behind. We kind of jump the curve. We look for the switchback. There was really nothing, not even a switchback opportunity there ultimately, as we never went for the overtake on him. Here we go, heading into one of the new parts that happened in 2021. He looks for the move on Norris, ultimately setting me out of line. Okay, Mag, basically just defending like a lion out here. He wants as many points as he can score, but no, I will not let him. I go up the inside. It's a beautiful move, probably the best of the race. And now we're running down Lando Norris, the McLaren driver. I don't know why I was about to say Mercedes. The McLaren driver. What can we do? Most likely nothing yet. I'm incorrect. Onto the back straight now as we go up the outside, round the outside, whatever you want to say. We keep it clean, keep it nice and tidy over the curb, and we've made the move. We've stuck the move. And now K-Mag, it seems, racing Norris. I was right. They're having a big scrap back there just for, what is that, 7?
0.2 seconds.
There we go. Lap 14. And Lando Norris, he's gaining up the inside. He goes. We stay strong on the outside. Again, struggling with understeer at the end of the stint. But it is okay. We are fighting Norris for, what is this, P5, P6, sorry.
Our gap to the car in front is 6.
Oh, so we stay on the inside, still fighting me. He is. He ultimately, he clears me. He doesn't leave me room, so I go off the track. He should have left me room there, but he never did. I re-overtake him. I've cleared him, actually. I think that's a pretty legal overtake, and so do the stewards. Here we go. We run a little wide. Understeer kicking in. We brake a bit too much. Entering the last lap.
Okay, this is your final lap.
As Mark said, we're in the final lap of the Grand Prix. And here we go. We're struggling with understeer aggressively. We're braking and lifting where you usually wouldn't even have to this late. It wasn't as bad as the soft tire stint, but it's still pretty darn bad. Here we go. We're just trying to keep this car in this what is this now? P5 position. It's not a it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. We kept the car nice and tidy besides the one incident with the floor. We go over the curb beautifully there. We keep it ahead of Norris. Here we go, onto another one of the back straightaways. He goes for the move on the outside, around the bank. Pretty wide, but still a hairpin left-hander. We've overtaken him, we've cleared him. He is way too far back to try and do anything, even with my understeer issues. You can see it, you'll be able to see it all throughout, like this last sector. Lifting there, we still run wide. That's where he would have gotten me. But here we go, entering the final two corners. We run a little bit wide, the stewards don't care. And now we're going to secure a P5. That's a great race.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Man, that was very fun of a race. Holy crap.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
What a great job from Lewis Hamilton to win. Are we sure this isn't what should have happened in 2021? Lewis Hamilton then Verstappen. I don't really want to start controversy about that though. It's a great race from everyone.
Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to the owner-driver today. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula One, so it was a great effort.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
We did a great job to get driver of the day. Again, congratulations to Lewis Hamilton for winning the race. It's a 5:14. Liam Lawson's, what would that be, 22nd race in Formula One, technically. He did good in a back marker car. We scroll down the grid. You all can pause, see where one of your favorite drivers could have finished in today's race. But on that note, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!